welcome back to the art room with Mrs. Salee. I hope that you are ready to draw this adorable little dump truck. You are going to need something to outline with, something to draw with, and something to erase in case you make a mistake. You are also going to need a piece of paper, so grab your supplies and let's get drawing. Directly in marker just so you can see it. And we are going to start with our paper going horizontally. So horizontal means that our paper is going to be shorter and wider. Vertical means it's going to be skinnier and taller. So we are going to go ahead and turn it sideways. And you usually want to turn your paper so it fits your doodle. So whatever I plan to doodle, I want it to fit in on my paper. So we are going to draw a little tiny garbage truck or a dump truck. So I am going to start with its wheels, its tires. So I am going to make 2 circles that are close together but not touching, and that are similar in size and shape. Inside those circles, I am going to create another circle. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. And there's 2 tires, and those are going to be the tires for the back part of my truck. I'm going to then scoot up a little bit, and I'm going to make a 3rd circle for the tire for the front of the truck. So we have 1, 2, and 3 tires. And I'm going to go through in the middle there and add my other circle inside that wheel. So now I'm going to come down the middle here, and I am going to go straight down with a line, and I'm going to stop. And I am stopping when I am about halfway through the tire. So when my line is going to be almost at the middle of that tire, I'm going to stop. And this is going to be the front part of my truck. And then back here will be the back part of my truck. So now I'm going to add my line, and I'm actually going to make my line go all the way across. So I'm going to draw, and I'm going to act like I'm drawing over my tire, but I'm lifting up my pencil, and then I can put it down where I want it. And I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to draw just a little bit right there. Not much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to come to the front, and I'm going to do the same thing. So where that ends, I'm going to lift up my marker, and I'm going to draw just a little bit up here. And this again is the front of my truck, and this is going to be the back of my truck. So let's go ahead and finish the front. I'm going to make a small line, and see how it comes about halfway. It's not coming out super far. And then I'm going to come down at an angle. So at a nice diagonal angle with my line there. And it's almost about even with the front of my truck here. So where this line is, it's almost even. If it helps you, maybe make it even. Make it come down so it's almost right in line with that. I'm going to come down here to this bottom line. I'm going to make a small rectangle. Maybe that's my bumper. It's a small little rectangle. And then I'm going to take the end of this line here, and I'm going to attach it to the middle of my rectangle or my bumper. So there's the front of my truck. So I have my front area. Don't have a window yet. I'm going to add a little light. Give it a little front light there. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add a window. So I'm going to follow these lines that are already on my picture. And I'm going to come down and around and just create my shape for a window. And I'm not going to add anything inside. If you want to add a little driver or some extra details, you can go ahead and do that. But right now, I'm just going to say that my truck front is done. So now I'm going to come right here, and I want to work on the back of my truck. So I'm going to come and draw a line here, and I'm going to come around and skip, finish my line, and skip and finish my line back here, and I'm going to make a straight line down. So right now it kind of looks like it could be a semi front, like the front part of a semi, and it doesn't have the back. Now I'm going to create a nice big rectangle shape on top of here. So I'm going to come just up a little bit above, and I'm going to come straight down. And I'm leaving a little gap between the front of my truck and the back of my truck. And then I'm going to come to the back, and I'm going to go straight up. but I want to be even with this line here. So I'm going to take my finger and draw an invisible line all the way across, and that's pretty good because I want this line to be just a little bit taller. At this line here, I'm going to come out a little bit, up a little bit, and back over a little bit. And again, if I'm going too fast or you need me to slow down, you can always pause this video. Then I'm going to come down and I'm going to match up with this line here because that's where that line is over there. So now I can connect those two lines with a nice straight line. So there we go. Now I have the back end of my little garbage truck or dump truck. And I am going to come in the middle here and I'm going to make a rectangle. And this little rectangle is just a little decoration. Maybe you want to put the name of the company. Maybe you want to put a big recycling logo on it. I'm just going to put some stripes going down, just to add a little something to the side of my dump truck. But you can add whatever you'd like. And I think my garbage truck needs some garbage in the top. So I'm going to add a couple bumps. Just a few bags of trash. Maybe that's what he has been doing all day, is picking up garbage. I'm going to turn my paper sideways because it's just a little easier, and I'm going to draw a nice straight line that's just a little bit above the bottom of the tire. I don't want it to touch the bottom of my truck because the truck does not touch the ground from the bottom when it is driving on the road. It's just going to be off to the side. I'm going to leave this like maybe this is the grass or maybe they're working outside. And I think he looks good. I think all he is lacking is a little bit of coloring. I might actually add a little rocks, a couple little rocks over here. Maybe he's on a work site. Maybe that's not trash. Maybe that's dirt. In fact, let's make it dirt. So let's add a big pile of dirt right here. Add to our picture with some details. It's always fun to go through and add details to our work. So maybe it's a sunny day. We've got to add that circle in the sky and the nice little lines are on the outside. It's not what the real sun looks like, but we are enhancing our picture with some extra details. In fact, I'm going to add a cloud. My cloud is going to have a flat bottom, but it's going to have a puffy top. And I think that might be it. Maybe I add another smaller thing of dirt in the background. And I am going to go ahead and color in my beautiful trash truck, dump truck, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to speed it up. You can go ahead and grab whatever kind of crayons or markers you want to use to color in your beautiful picture. And you can pause the video if you need to go back. You can rewind. But right now I am going to get coloring. All right, so here is my finished being colored truck. And I hope that you enjoyed doing a little tiny dump truck with me today. He is yellow. I decided to make him yellow just because I think of equipment out on a job site and it makes me think that they should be yellow. So I went through and I colored a little black and brown to make my dirt. I used a black to color in my wheels and a gray to color in the centers, and I did a nice green grass, and then I made a little shadow underneath my dump truck. I hope that you had fun drawing a dump truck with me today, and I hope to see you again. Do not forget to like and subscribe these videos. See you later.